Is it running?
Yes.
All right. Hi, Wes. Hi, guys. I wanted to. I watched your nutrition video, and I gotta say, you know, some things kind of concern me. You know, I usually don't try and spend too much time retorting, or I guess you can't really call it a retort, but when it comes down to fitness, health, and stuff like that, I kind of end up being a kind of a nerd geek when it comes down to that, and I just wanted to kind of throw out my 2 cents. You know, I figure, you know, if you're going to post something publicly, it should be educative and or educational, excuse me, and full of useful information. So, without further ado, I want to kind of take this, and again, I want you to understand this is not an attack on you. It's not a slight at your routines. It's basically getting a secondary idea. Some of these things might come off a little, you know, but I just want you to open your mind a little bit and hear what I'm going to say, because a lot of these things, like I said, they really kind of concerned me when I heard them. So I'm going to go through your video a little bit at a time and drop down some points.
Combat, but I don't see any point in covering that when you can watch my actual combat videos on my YouTube channel, because training is boring and the combat videos are fun. So that's the only thing I'm not going to cover. If you have followed all the videos up to this point,
I'll be honest, I haven't really watched a lot of your videos, but
this video we're going
this one caught my eye.
Nutrition.
That's
what
why
I eat on a regular basis to accommodate all those exercises. I actually made a list here because we've got a lot of stuff to cover. So, without further ado, we're going to start with the thing that everybody's not going to want to hear. So, you know, maybe everyone will shut off the video when I get done saying this, but it is what it is and it needs to be said. You're going to have to stop drinking soda
a little bit.
You're going to have to stop drinking coffee. And you're going to need to stop drinking alcohol. Or at least do it in...
Okay. The no soda, that's correct. You know, it's not good for you. It has a lot of sugar in it and whatnot. No coffee. Well, I drink coffee. It's, you know, it's part of my transformation that, you know, I like caffeine, and I'm not going to lie. It has about 5 milligrams of sugar in it, like, per day, per cup. I have maybe 4 cups throughout the day. It doesn't mess with my caloric intake or my macros at all. No alcohol. Yeah, I'll give you that one. You know, it is, you know, there are full empty calories and empty carbs that, you know, if you're not doing anything, if you're not very active, will turn over into glucose, which turns into fat if stored irregularly. I will go on here. Sorry, using kind of a broken phone right now for for the rest of it. But yeah, we'll go on.
In moderation. All that stuff full of empty calories, it's going to get you absolutely nowhere. If you do that, you can lose weight without doing any of the other stuff in any of my other videos.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, they are full of empty calories, like I said. You cannot immediately... Now, you will lose some weight. Most of it will be water weight. But you won't just lose weight. It doesn't work like that. You have to be active in some way, shape, or form. Because you will supplement. You will supplement the sugars for other sugars. Your body will hunt sugar. When you have glucose drops in blood sugar, you want it. You need it. You feel like you need it, at least. So your body hunts for it, and you supplement in other ways. Candy bars, potatoes, whatever you do. So let's move forward, shall we?
I I got together, she was drinking 2 Cokes a day. Now she doesn't drink any Coke, and she's lost about 35 pounds since we met.
As far as I remember, she's a dancer.
Those of you that have seen her on our other videos, you'll know that it works.
So she was active.
Here's what we're going to substitute for all those things. Now, I'm not saying you have to stop them completely, but you should.
Like I said, it's not a dig. It's just I'm getting the facts.
1 or 2 times a week tops. You know, everything in moderation. And exercise lead to a healthy lifestyle. So, here's what we're going to substitute for those items. We have water, and lots of it.
That's true. At least a gallon a day.
We have skim milk, not whole milk, not 2%.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to keep this going. Just Jesus. Someone just wants to fight me.
Get 2 gallons of Costco for $4. Skim milk basically takes out all the unnecessary crap that you need in milk and just leaves you with the healthy stuff. And it's cheaper.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Skim milk does not take out the bad stuff and leave only the good stuff. What it does is it takes out 98% of the fat that is natural fat, that saturated in trans, that actually saturated because there are no trans fats in milk, saturated fats in milk, and leaves you with 0.2, I believe it's 2% at least, or at the max 2% fat in skim milk. There is no sufficient data to uphold that skim milk is healthier for you than regular milk, except for the fat content. Actually, what ends up happening is when you drink skim milk, you actually end up seeking out high glucose products because your body gets robbed of that sugar that is in the fat, and so you hunt it out in other places. The other thing that they do in place of the saturated fats that they put in skim, or take out of skim milk, is they put in hydrogenated fats. Now, what hydrogenated fats are, they're full of water, which is why you end up bloating and retaining water a lot when you drink skim milk. One of the things about hydrogenated fats is that it is the leading cause of heart disease and clogged arteries. So one thing to take into perspective when you're talking about skim milk, you know. We will move forward. If we can. Come on.
Try turning it off and then turning it back on.
Thank you.
So why not?
Okay.
When me and my wife first got together, she was drinking whole milk. That was a bit of a battle to get her to give that up. So we went from whole milk to 2% to 1%.
The other thing to remember is lactose is very addictive. It's actually more addictive than morphine.
Do the same. The only kinds of things you should have in your fridge are water, milk, and juice. You can have apple juice, orange juice, white grapefruit juice is fantastic, or any of the other ocean sprays.
Stop.
But you want something that's got a lot of vitamin.
Okay, ocean spray. You mentioned Ocean Spray. I'm guessing that's one of the brands that you go with a lot because somebody somewhere told you that it's really nutritious and all this. There's way too much sugar in it. It has more sugar per gram per cup than soda does. The other thing about Ocean Spray and any juice in general, even the organic stuff, it doesn't have enough fiber. The phytonutrients that it does not contain nearly enough phytonutrients as raw fruit because it doesn't sit in the sun. Fruits do. Fruits that sit in the sun create phytonutrients which are good for the body. It's hugely high in calories. When you drink even an 8-ounce glass of orange juice, you're basically ingesting like 12 oranges. You say everything in moderation. Well, that is not moderation, my friend. Let's see. The nutrients and fiber that you get from natural fruits, like natural picked fruits, it's easy to get, and you don't have to drink juice to get it. Juice was a horrible idea, still is. Even the organic stuff still is. You know, it's just no good. It's no good. We will move forward.
vitamin C in it, and potassium if you're going to be drinking juice. Moving on, Slim Fast and protein shakes. Not necessary, but if you're looking to bulk up, might be preferred, especially the Slim Fast, because you can actually substitute a meal with this.
Now I do want to
lose weight in a hurry.
touch on these.
This is the Winco brand. You can get a lot of servings out of one of these. It says 14. I'm thinking.
Okay, Slim Fast protein shakes. I understand you're talking about, if you want to bulk up, blah, 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 not necessary. Okay, great. Anyway, a lot of people use Slim Fast as meal replacements. It's a horrible idea. Horrible idea. They contain, not only do they contain sugar alcohols, which can cause diarrhea and bloating, but they have a horrible glycemic index. They release glucose so fast that you burn and crash. And then you're left, again, seeking glucose, which is created by sugar, which, yeah, you guessed it, you're going to want more sugar. The other thing is, they are heavily laden with sugar. They are so much sugar, it's not even ridiculous. Like, I can't even imagine how much is in the Winco brand, because I know that cheaper brands put more sugar in to supplement for, the brand name, whatever it is that the other brands use. Slim Fast also has hydrogenated fats, which, as you can remember from skim milk, is the leading cause of heart disease and clogged arteries. Okay. Remember it, Wes, this is all just information, man. Use it as you deem fit.
I think I get a lot more than that, because I have one of these every single day, and one of these will last me several
I would check your blood sugar.
You can get this whole thing at Costco for under $4. The other thing I do is I drink straight up protein shakes that just have protein in them and not much else. These are not the containers that this stuff comes in. I get this stuff at Winco in the section where you scoop out all of your own stuff. So here we've got the white soy protein powder.
Okay. Not, disdaining protein powders at all. I take them. I know a lot of other people in, bodybuilding, weightlifting, conditioning, strength training, and all that to do that. I checked out your Winco protein powders. They are so high in cholesterol for a protein powder. It's ridiculous. Like they only, on top of that, you talk about the bulking process and all that, which not a lot of people understand. It's not about, it's basically about gaining mass and creating that into muscle, which doesn't work unless you're actually taking in more protein than your body has to process. So these protein powders only have 19 grams of protein per serving, which is per scoop. You're not going to be bulking up anytime soon without overindulging in these, which leads to the high cholesterol count that's in there, which will end up killing you sooner than later. But there are so many more effective products out there in protein powders that you can get that don't cause bloating. They don't have a bunch of fillers, and there's a lot of protein powders out there that have illegal fillers, and nobody knows what they are, so they never check. But there's a lot more effective programs out there as far as protein powders go that you should probably look into. You understand, being tight on a budget and all that, but your health really doesn't subscribe to a budget, man. It just doesn't.
You can live on just this if you like.
You can't live on protein powder. Don't do it. It's bad for you.
Peanut butter powder to it.
You will have a fucking heart attack.
The peanut butter powder actually also has protein in it. So I have 1 scoop of this and 1 scoop of this.
Also, soy is a very high allergen.
16-ounce glass of milk.
So careful with that. You don't
Stir it
want
up
to
and
kill
drink it
someone.
down. That's how I start every morning.
Again, this is all information.
Include these.
Now,
These are really good for you.
you're
30
showing
grams of protein in one of these bad boys.
Premier Protein
A lot of other
bars.
stuff too.
Those have 10 grams of sugar
Box at
per
Costco
bar.
are 22 bars. Generally runs
That's
about
a lot.
$20, or you can get them on sale for $15 if you're lucky.
That's a lot.
I also get Cliff Bars.
Okay.
Cliff Bars are more of a nutritional bar rather than straight up protein. They've got a lot of good stuff.
Now,
And
while I will not argue that Cliff Bars are enriched with vitamins, because they are, they have a lot of vitamin K, C, D, A, calcium and whatnot. They're also made out of soy. Their main product, soy, which is an allergen. You got to be really careful with that. It also contains phytoestrogen, which can really, really screw up your hormone balance. So if any women are eating these when they're like maybe going through the change or they're menstrual or anything like that, they will not like it. They will not like it. Some men may not like it. Yeah, and it's predominantly sugar. It's 23 grams combined in sugar. So you really, really, really gotta educate yourself. One of the key things with nutrition is education. I did not do this to bring you down, to diss you. I did this because working out, body health, nutrition, and all that's a thing of mine. I pay very close attention to it. I don't push it on other people, but I pay very close attention to it because it's very important to me. And when I saw this video, I watched it because I was like, oh, okay, well, that's something that I'm very interested in. So then I watched it, and there was just a whole slew of non-research, non-education in this. And I'm not just doing this to prove anyone wrong. I'm doing this for educated purposes. I want everyone in this world, even you, to be healthy. And what you're eating is not healthy. I'm going to go on with this.
One bar makes a great
I hope you're
snack,
listening.
especially if
I hope you
you're
didn't just
hiking
delete this.
Or you're running around at Disneyland or something. Excellent, excellent snack. And they're only this big. And one of these will fill you up for a couple of hours. So sometimes I'll take like 3 or 4 of them with me when I go out someplace. But again, a box of, let's see how many are in here, 24 bars. And this one is also $20, or you can get it on sale.
There's a reason they're cheap.
At Costco.
Remember that. There's a reason they're cheap. Not to say the expensive stuff is good for you.
I didn't go grocery shopping today
but,
like I should, so I didn't get any more bananas. So this is the only banana we have in the house.
Bananas.
But a banana is another great snack. You can get a bunch of bananas at Costco for $1.40. Another really, really cheap snack, and very high in potassium.
I want to get into bananas for a second. Bananas are a good snack for potassium. They're really great. They have vitamin K as well. One thing that people need to understand about bananas is they have a very slow sugar absorbency rate, which means that your blood sugar stays high for a very long period of time. So if you're diabetic, be careful. Very careful. For hypoglycemics, it's probably a really great thing because, your blood sugar is even. It's stable for very long periods of time. But yeah, for diabetics, it's a no-no. Don't want to eat bananas. It's very bad, and will probably send your insulin just skyrocketing through the roof. Let's see here.
This is another thing that I also get at Costco. Just a regular little can of soup. It's got meat and veggies in it. You can get a pack of 10 of these at Costco for $10, and it makes a good quick snack.
Okay.
So $1.
They're $1 a can for a reason, Wes. Healthy Choices Soup Chicken Noodle, which is what you were holding on to right there. That can alone, that one serving, I'm guessing you eat the whole thing by yourself, is 390 milligrams of salt per serving. Now, on a normal steady diet, you are allotted 20, or the FDA and all that allot you 2,400 milligrams or less per day. Less is preferred, obviously, just for blood pressure and everything else. 390, that's close to like a sixth of your daily allotment of salt. That's a lot of salt, man. And according to the breakdown of the nutrients in it, it doesn't have nearly enough fiber. It's super high in cholesterol. It has 9 calories per gram of fat, as compared to it only has 4 calories per gram of protein. It has twice the amount of fat than it does protein. More than twice the amount of fat that it does protein. So make your own chicken noodle soup. It's really easy. Broth out of vegetable stocks and whatnot. Boil it up. Fresh chicken, Bake it. Don't fry it. Bake it or grill it, one way or the other. And noodles, you know, you can get gluten-free noodles. They're still not, I mean, it's still starch. It's still, you know, empty carbs to that degree. I mean, I'm not a carb lover as much, but, you know, if you want noodles, those are there, you know. But make it yourself. You know, it's better. It tastes better. And you control the amount of salt that's in it. Nobody can control it. So, yeah, there's that. Moving along.
I also eat a lot of yogurt. This is yogurt that I get at Winco.
Okay.
This nice big container here.
Okay, the yogurt that you're showing is, I'm guessing it's either strawberries or cherries. The thing about yogurt, fruit-flavored yogurt, doesn't matter what fruit-flavored yogurt it is it's all contained in syrup. And that syrup is sugar. That Winco container there has 26.24 grams of sugar per serving. That's per cup. So those little cups that you were talking about, that is 26 grams of sugar each cup. You eat one of those. I know, those things are like maybe what? 2, 3, 5 bites? That's all it is. Sugar in this Winco, that Winco brand that you're showing right there in your health nutritious video, is the second ingredient. Is low-fat yogurt, sugar, and then everything else to keep it fresh. I don't even think fruit is the third ingredient in there. Your best bet would be get some Greek yogurt. I know it's a little more expensive. Again, your health doesn't have a price tag. You know? Get some Greek yogurt. You can even get low-fat Greek yogurt. Kind of purposeless, but get some Greek yogurt. Get some fresh fruit. You can even get frozen fresh fruit. It's still fresh fruit. Don't believe the hype. It's still fresh fruit. Or go get an apple. Go get some blueberries. Go out and pick them. They have Savi's Island has tons of places that you can pick this stuff. And then you know where it came from because it came right out the bush into your hand. This stuff does not take that much effort to do. But ruining your life is quick and easy. It's quick and easy. Once again, get your blood sugar checked.
Costs about $2. It'll last me all week. I just eat it right out of the container. Don't put it in anything else.
So that tells me that you don't even know how many servings you're giving yourself.
Multiple flavors in those, but those are quite a bit more money. So if you're looking to save money, just get one of these.
Don't save money on your health, please. It's not worth it.
Another snack that I like is oatmeal.
Okay.
Oatmeal is really, really good for you. And again, you can get a ton of it at Costco for very little money. 52 packs in this thing for $10. And you can microwave them in 2 minutes. Nice, healthy snack.
The oatmeal that you were showing was Quaker oatmeal. Flavored oatmeal has 3 different selections to it. I didn't look closely enough to see what colors they were, to see which ones they were. But every pack, even with that little amount of oatmeal, is 210 milligrams of salt. Okay. Every pack of that little oatmeal is between 11 and 14 grams of sugar. Go get oatmeal. You know, steel rolled oats, even the quick oats. There's the same nutritional value within both of them. One just cooks faster than the other. Okay? You don't need flavors. Okay? If you're trying to propose that, hey, don't drink pop because of the sugar, you're pounding sugar down. You're just replacing it. If this is what you eat during the day, man, I don't know, brother. Time to readjust.
Did I miss anything? Oh yes, salad. We have not. I don't have any salad because, again, I'm going grocery shopping. But I get my salad from Winco, and you can get a little bag of it about this big. it's about $1.80 for a bag, and that'll make you 3 or 4 salads, I think. So you want to get the romaine lettuce, not the iceberg lettuce.
Just get heads of lettuce. Heads of lettuce.
But not again.
Yeah, a head of cabbage for like 40 cents. Romaine lettuce, maybe like $1.70.
A very debatable topic.
Okay. The salad part's true. You know, that's kudos to you for that. You know, but I mean, honestly, $1.78. You can go and like you get 4 salads out of that. You can get a head of romaine lettuce for like $1.78, and like some red cabbage and onions and all that. Total being, I'd say maybe under $5. You can feed yourself on salads for like a week. You know, don't just eat salad though. Your body needs carbs, it needs protein to keep going because you will not feel good. You went into Gatorade, and this is the last point that I'm going to say. Now, while it's not just for athletes, it's really not. It's really not. Most regular and sedentary people that aren't doing a lot, really active, will not exhaust the amount of water needed to utilize the high amounts of sodium and sugar that are in Gatorade. That's why they say this is more for people of active lifestyles, you know. But again, water is just as quick to replenish yourself than anything else. Once again, Wes, I really do appreciate what you're trying to put out there, but I had to come in, man. I had to come in because I saw a lot of information that was really dangerous to people's health. And yours as well, man. You know, I mean, there's always, in the healthcare industry, in the health industry, and in fitness and all that, there's always room for improvement. And, like, I'm learning shit every day that you know, adds on to that, you know. And from one person that works out, like, every day to another, take care of yourself. Do some research. You know, it takes time. That is really all it is, man. You be sitting on the toilet, just research. That's all it takes. Because, like, this didn't take me long to figure out. Most of it I knew. You know, and it just worries me. It worries me. It worries me for your health, and it worries me for the people that that are listening. Because obviously somebody is listening, okay? Or you wouldn't have made this video. So, you know, I'm always here to talk. If you want to talk and you know, bounce some things off me, you know, I like I said, I'm a health geek. That's what I do. You know, I take care of myself and I do all that, but I'm also just like really constantly checking into stuff because, you know, there's always a better wheel when it comes to health. And we're learning about our bodies every day. It's just, yeah, I'm not going to go on and brag and blah, 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 blah. But yeah, man, take care of yourself, and everybody listening, take care of yourselves, and might be time to do some adjustments here because it's a lot of sugar and a lot of salt that I see you digesting on a daily basis, and that's bad, man. That's really bad. And again, I could not stress enough, you might want to get your blood sugars tested because not good. Have a good day.